What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tatted Trizzy. Today we're gonna be doing another off the top 5. Today we're gonna be talking about the best new gen animes, in my opinion. Starting off at number 5, we're gonna be going to Dr. Stone. I'm personally a pretty big fan of Dr. Stone as an overall anime and manga in general, but it has a certain uniqueness to it, as I haven't really seen anything like that in the shonen franchise. Essentially, all at once, the entire world was turned to stone. Thousands of years have passed, and one man named Senku has emerged from this rock. It's up to him to pretty much guide the rest of the world and advance civilization thousands of years forward, through many tasks, through hard labor, and it's not your typical anime where everybody's going to be fighting. There is some action. It's pretty good, I will say, as far as that, but it's really more of a science-y anime and seeing like different creations and learning a little bit. So if you enjoy that, then this is definitely the anime for you. If not, Taking off at number 4, a very popular anime, Demon Slayer. This one pretty much had me hooked from the moment they dropped episode 1. I love swordsmen. I love all that little, swordsmanship, all the little breathing styles that they do. Everything about it pretty much works for me. The story follows a young man named Tanjiro Kamado, who is essentially going through a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Episode 1 broke my fucking heart, and it just keeps on getting worse. But it's worth the heartthrob. Accompanying Tanjiro on his journey to seek revenge is his adorable little sister Nezuko, who's been turned into a demon, and now he has to try to pretty much figure out how to fix that fuck up. But I mean, look at her. It's Nezuko. It's your typical MC, never giving up is my strength kind of thing. Oh, I said that a little too soon. But overall the same, you pretty much get where we're going with this one, so we're going to switch it off to number 3. Making a smash at number 3 is My Hero Academia, where we're given another take at a superhero world, but instead they're calling it quirks this time. Following the story of young Midoriya, who was born quirkless in a quirk-filled society, you get to see as he achieves Superman-like strength and feats, but he still can't yet control it, so it's kind of funny watching him, just break an arm or break a finger, just flicking something. But him aside, the entire class of 1A is completely got my full attention, minus 1 or 2 people, but we don't really care about them. Almost every character seems to have a unique-ish type backstory, something that makes your heart throb a little bit. Though not everyone is the same, there are a lot of moments in this show that will make you clutch your chest a little bit, almost like that Naruto nostalgia. At number 2, we jump over to Black Clover, where we follow the story of Asta, yet another quirkless, magicless person in a magic-filled world. Yet in the first couple episodes, he's given anti-magic, which pretty much counters every bit of magic in the entire world, immediately sealing his OP slot. A young man born and bred to live the Might Guy lifestyle, he'll get through all of his tasks through yelling, physical labor, and hard work. I will say he is one of the louder MCs, and a lot of people give him shit for being annoying and shit. But to be honest, they probably haven't seen more than 5 or 6 episodes, so I wouldn't really quote them on that. Everything else aside, the entire world is pretty fascinating as they're using grimoires, and that's something you don't really see in a lot of things that catch popularity. There's a few that I can name that I've seen that use that kind of magic, but I do like to see stuff like that. I like the different forms of magic they have, the different brackets under each element and whatnot, and that they have things like spirits and magical weapons, and there's pretty much sky's the limit. There's also a lot of people that are kind of assholes, but that's what this whole thing is about. The show is about breaking down, barriers and getting past certain levels of segregation as a man, an orphan from the slums is trying to be on the same level as nobles and royals and shit like that. And he's doing a damn good job by now. Flying in at number 1, we have Fire Force, where we follow the story of a young man named Shinra Kurosabe as he joins Fire Company 8. a company essentially created to investigate all the other Fire Force companies and try to find the secret behind human combustion, which is plaguing the entire world. Shinra's goal aside is also to find his brother Shoya, who he has no clue where he is. They end up showing where he is later on down, but you're gonna have to watch that to find out. And I will say that gets pretty intense. I like everybody's character development, and Shinra as a character is one of the most wholesome characters that I've pretty much ever seen. He's very driven. He's got the same, MC, gotta go get it, that everybody else has. But there's just something about him and those fucking ignition sounds. I mean, I could listen to those all day. That's probably why I like it so much. Everybody else aside, Princess Hibana, Maki, and I forgot all the dudes' names, honestly. I only remember Shinra, Arthur, and the chicks. But still, the greatest show I've ever seen. Oh, and Joker. Can't forget Joker. But I love the visual effects that this show brings in, and I love the sounds that it has that follows with it. When you see them move around and you see someone take off and you just hear that ignition go off, it's like music to your ears, and I could listen to that shit for hours. The superheroes in this show are pretty much pyrokinetics, and for some reason we wanted to make them firefighters to make everyone feel safer, I guess. Benimaru, I also remember him. He was very good. I love Benimaru. But yeah, that just seemed like a weird plot, but I love it anyways because they're fighting things that I guess only they could fight, so it makes sense. But it's just, firefighters, really? But nonetheless, 10 out of 10 show, highly recommended, and that's our number one. Thank you guys, and join us again. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.